Shalom, it's Brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Times Report, IsraeliteTimes.com. All praises are due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. There's just a few things going on. Actually, there's a whole lot going on, but if you're not paying attention, you won't catch it. One thing that has been in the news as of late, and everyone's talking about it, is the end of, Title 42, and the migrants going to be flooding in. Now, Redacted did a report. They made the claim that a lot of these migrants coming in on these buses are sick, or they have tuberculosis or whatever. And, it's just kind of made me think a little bit. We could easily be looking at a situation where this could be some big major health concern, because Esau has been, especially since the pandemic, rules and restrictions and mandates have been dropped. Esau has been looking, the elites of Esau has been looking for another way to bring about another health crisis. And they're openly admitting this. If you listen to the World Economic Forum and if you're paying attention to this stuff, you'll catch it. They keep saying there's another pandemic coming. So anyway, I was thinking to myself, with Redacted saying that a lot of these migrants are coming over coughing, and they have some of them have tuberculosis, and I got to thinking, you never know with this devil what he may have up his sleeve. You just never know. You don't know. But he's got something up his sleeve. You never trust an enemy, right? You know he's doing something. And then again, it could be a situation where through this lifting of Title 42 and bringing all the immigrants over, this could be a way for them to spread something else. You had that the MERS, I forget the name of the disease that's supposed to be in Tanzania. I can't think of it right now, but they were saying how deadly that disease is. And this could be a way for Esau to not only spread some new virus, but also he could blame the tribes. He could blame the Latin tribes for the spread. And that could really kick things off, because, you got these Edomites that are pissed off already, saying that, you got these people coming over the border, and Esau really thinks that this is his country. You can't tell Esau this ain't his land. You can talk about history all you want to. Esau does not care. That's one thing about the devil. He does not care. Rob, rape, steal, and he hold himself not guilty, like the scriptures say. But this would be a clever way for Esau to get a bang for his buck, or kind of kill two birds with one stone. He could have his second pandemic and blame Israelites at the same time, and get a some kind of racial tension stirred up. Because this devil is crafty, man. Psalms 83, they've taken crafty counsel, and it's very, very crafty. And it could be a situation where they lured the Latin tribes over into America just so they could use them to blame for whatever new outbreak that's gonna spread or whatever. You just never know. And it could turn out to not to be too much of anything, but you just never know. You got to stay on guard and be on watch. Stay on your watch, because this thing could come down at any moment. We could be looking at another one of those situations like 2020 at any moment. So if you haven't seen that redacted report, you can go to YouTube and go to redacted, and you can look at it there. Because a lot of times our people just don't consider the craftiness of our enemy. They just don't take it into consideration. They don't think like that. They don't think like that because our people are naturally spiritual. And even when we're off and doing wicked SHIT, we still have a connection to the Lord, in some way, shape, or form. Just look at the Christian church. Most of it is Jake. At least the churches that are more serious, and really believe in a higher power, because Esau ultimately doesn't believe in no higher power. That's why he does what he do. That's why he do the things that he do, because he doesn't care. He doesn't consider the Lord. He thinks he is God on earth. But this is a very sneaky tactic. And another thing, even when it comes to the fentanyl and the drugs and everything coming across the border, that's Esau's government bringing that stuff over here. But who's going to get blamed for it? Children of Israel, right? The tribes, the northern kingdom. They're going to blame the Latin tribes and say, oh, it's their fault. But everyone knows that you don't get anything through customs unless Esau gives it the green light. That came out years ago. But they still hold themselves not guilty. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get I'll tell you what I will do. Because this devil is very sneaky. I will go ahead and get Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. So, with this whole lifting of Title 42, he makes it sound like he's looking out for, the poor, migrants, or, people coming from disadvantaged countries and whatever. But it was Esau that made them disadvantaged in the first place. If he stopped going into other people's lands and destroying them and setting up unrighteous decrees, as he's known to do throughout the whole entire earth, people wouldn't be in a misfortunate situation. But that's what he do. That's what he does. And this whole, well, we're going to help the migrants. We're going to bring them here and feed them and clothe them and give them shelter. It's all BS, man. He's got a greater plan, a greater scheme behind it. And that's why it says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Right? And damn well Esau has magnified himself in his heart. He thinks he is God on earth. And it says, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And this devil, his time is up, just about up. And he will be thrown down. They will build up, but the Lord's going to throw it down. Okay? And this time when the Lord throw Esau down, he's not coming back up again. Malachi, first chapter. This time when the Lord throw Esau down, he is not coming back up again. That's why, we always say he's coming down with great wrath, because he does have a short time. And that's not something to brush over. That's something you really need to keep in mind. In order to really understand what's going on, you have to understand that, first of all, the Lord put the Spirit on him to do the things that he's doing. But then on top of that, have the understanding that he has a short time, so he's going to do all he can do now. You understand? So when we come out with these topics, these headline stories, it's not for fear-mongering purposes, as some people may believe. That's not what this is. We're on our watch, and we're supposed to give warning. We're supposed to let you know, give you the heads up, stay on your watch, stay on alert, Watch this devil, man, and stay prayed up and fasting, and just keep in mind that this devil is on the prowl. He's walking the earth to and fro, seeking who he can devour. All of these troubles from our enemy are just more reasons why this place needs to be overthrown, and set up in righteousness. Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So all of these troubles, all of these woes, it's because of who's in control. Job 9:24, who's in control? Who's ruling? Revelation 18:5 says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God, the Most High Power, Yahweh, hath remembered her iniquities. Okay? The Most High is going to shut this, what I want to say, he's going to shut this place down. This devil is spreading disease throughout the earth. He's been a disease and a cancer ever since he's been in rulership. It's been a steady decline in everything: food, crops, the environment, our bodies, our minds. All of these kids coming up now, they all have mental health issues. This devil has to go, and we're sighing and crying and praying to the Lord, because we have to endure these things. We have to keep enduring. We don't know the time or the hour, but we know that we're close. We know that much. I'll give you another example. Excuse me, I'm give you another example here of why this devil got to go. From the National Post, it says Democrats vote against making indecent exposure towards children a felony, admitting it bans drag shows. This devil is just wicked in every way possible. It says, and of course, this is a right wing publication, the National Post, but in this article is saying that Democrats voted against making indecent exposure towards children a felony. They voted against it. It says a majority of 27 Democrats in the Colorado House of Representatives voted against new laws that turn indecent exposure in front of children into a felony at the end of April, arguing that it could lead to a ban on drag shows. So they're more worried about making sure drag shows are carried on than they are protecting children from indecent exposure. And I'm about to get pissed off, so I'm gonna try to tone it down because I know me, right? I try to get a scripture or something. This shit pisses me off, man. I hate this goddamn place. It make you not even want to turn on the TV, look at the news or anything. This goddamn place got to go. How do you, excuse me, how do people walk around this goddamn place and feel comfortable with all these weird, sicko people running around, man? I don't understand it. I hate this damn place. I hate this. Let me tell you what. Let me get Jude 1:7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal life. This place is Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? This place is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. Okay? And Esau loves to look at history and look at, what happened in Sodom. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. And there's some Edomites that actually recognize that. I've heard certain Edomites on certain, alternative media shows or whatever, podcasts or whatever you want to call them. I've heard them refer to this place as Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how bad it's gotten. That even Esau has to admit this. This place is so wicked that but anyways, it's another one that's going on. Another thing that's going on is this artificial intelligence. There was a report from Zero Hedge. I read not long ago that Wendy's, certain locations, they're setting up Chat GPT for the drive-through. So they're just going to start cutting people's jobs, man. Like you're not going to have no work. This is the devil, This is the devil. They're going to bring people to their knees to make them take that MOTB, that mark. That's what this is all about. And they're talking about cutting, I forget how many hundreds of thousands of jobs by the year 2027. No, excuse me, I said 100,000. I think they said millions. I forget the exact number. But the thing is, Esau's such an a-hole. He'll lie and say, by 2027. Then they'll turn around and say, no, about 2025. These devils are moving fast. They're fast tracking because why? He got but a short time. Oh, and another thing, I saw some a-hole, channel, one of these extreme right-wing channels was basically alluding to the Anglo-Saxon race being the sons of God or the children of God or the Israelites. He was talking about it's prophesied in the Bible. You goddamn devils about to go down hard. Okay, you got a rude awakening, and they're trying to come up with this. Basically, Esau has come up with some new, their own version of the 12 tribe chart, where they're saying that the Irish is one tribe, the British is another tribe, and all of this crap. Which you do have Some of our people are mingled amongst them. That's why you got to try the spirit by the spirit. But I'm saying that to say that they're trying to take, they're trying to take, I guess you can say the steam away from this Israelite movement, if you want to call it that, because this is the Lord's doing, right? I say movement, but you know what I mean, because this is the Lord's doing. It's the Spirit of the Lord that's causing Jake to wake up in these last days. It's the Spirit of the Lord that's doing it. That's what it comes down to. So anyway, they got their Edomite version of the Israelite 12 tribe chart, and he's talking about, oh, it's prophesied that we're gonna rule, and we're going to set up righteousness and order. And I'm like, how's this goddamn devil? He really believes in his heart that his people should be ruling in order to set up righteousness on the earth, when his people have caused nothing but chaos and famine and war and pollution, seedless fruit, literally. Putting mRNA in cattle. Bad enough, people, some people felt they were going to lose their job if they didn't take the stupid shot. So some people made the sacrifice, right? People made the sacrifice, said, to hell with that, I'm not taking it. I'll just quit my job. Some people, bucked up against it, made, they wrote up letters to get religious exemptions. But then this devil is so sneaky and crafty, and I knew he would come up with something like this. I knew it. He started putting the damn mRNA in the cattle and your fruit and your plants. And this was reported back in 2021, and nobody caught it. I caught it because I'm always on my watch. I see it. I see it all. I'm always looking at what this devil is doing. And I said, well, damn, he knew that people were going to rebel against those mandates. So what he decided to do is just put it in the food supply.